What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Breath of Fire 2. Since last time, I've done a little bit of preparing here. Specifically, for one, I switched Nina out for Cat. I went back to the inn here on this continent, and I switched her out. There's a little shortcut out of the church here, so I figured, why not? Because Nina's not going to be very useful in the fight coming up, and the fight coming up is actually quite hard, because of the way that I want to do it. Also, I got Rand up to level 35. Specifically, I did that because at level 35 he learns Cure 3. And without Cure 3, this next fight is basically impossible, if you want to do it right. So, it's kind of important. If you just want to blow through this fight, then you could probably do it pretty easily, but I don't want to do that. So anyways, if we walk up here, these little things will shoot lasers at us. Each laser does about 30 damage, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. So I actually want to use Ryu to heal up the damage from these things, which obviously is kind of counter to our philosophy for the rest of the game, but it makes sense in this situation, believe me. And I think I'm gonna play... Wait, do I not have any... wise fruits left? Huh. Okay, well, so much for that. Not a big deal, though. I'll explain my confusion. Not my confusion, but why I was looking for those in just a moment. Actually, that might still work out just fine. I'm gonna give it a shot. It's risky, but I'm gonna try it. Anyways, serious stuff going on here, it would seem. It seems like there's an awful lot of machinery in this quasi-medieval world. Another one draining people's energy to power a demon. So... oh, there we go. This guy really wants us to kill him. But we are not going to do that. At least that's the plan. And that's where the complication in this fight comes in, because this guy... he's a target, but we want him to live through this fight, despite his protestations. So that's where the complications come in, like I said, because there's 3 enemy targets here. Naturally, you would want to try and use multi-target attacks to try and kill them all as quickly as possible. But he's here, and I believe he has about 300 health. So he can take a little bit of a beating, but not very much. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna try G-Dragon, and hopefully the fact that Ryu's only at 24 AP will mean that he can do some good damage, but not kill the old man. And hopefully, if I kill one of the eyeballs, my attacks are not auto-redirected towards the old man. As for Rand, he's going to be using Cure 3 every single turn. So as is often the case in fights like this, each of these eyeballs serves a different purpose. The top right eyeball will cast Cure 3 pretty much every turn. It's possible for him to... I think he'll just defend occasionally, but pretty much every turn he's casting Cure 3. The bottom eyeball will be casting Flame pretty much every turn. Well, probably every turn. I don't think I've ever seen him not cast Flame. And the left eyeball will be casting Freeze. So AoE heals, AoE damage, single target damage. Okay, please don't kill the old man. Okay, well that didn't do too much damage. I was actually hoping for a little bit more, but it's probably just as well at the end of the day. So, our plan here is to try and kill the top right eyeball as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, because he's healing 120 HP every single turn, that's easier said than done. We're probably going to have to get a little bit lucky with special hits. Criticals, or whatever you want to call them, but... yeah. Once he goes down, killing the other two eyes should be a lot easier, but in the end of the day, Rand only has enough AP to keep going for so many turns. You may notice that I changed up my formation here a little bit. I switched over to normal formation, and that's why. Okay, that's good. Nice attack from Ryu there. And there should be no attack, like, retargeting to the old man here. So, the thing about this fight is that the only damage that you're taking from the enemy is, it's 100% magic damage. You're not taking any physical damage at all. So any bonus damage the enemies would get from attacking someone near the front of your formation is completely irrelevant. So basically, the idea here is to go for a formation that gives you as much boost to your damage as possible. So that's why I went with normal. That gives Ryu a big boost to damage. Cat in spot 2 has neither a boost or a deficit, and Sten has a little bit of a deficit. I don't know if normal would be better than scramble. In scramble, Ryu gets a little benefit, Cat gets a little benefit, and Sten gets no benefit or deficit. That might be better, but it's hard to say. So, I'm actually pretty disappointed with how much damage Cat here is doing especially, but as always, Ryu is managing to kind of carry the party a little bit. Of course, I'm getting pretty lucky with these special hits so far, so... This last eyeball shouldn't have too much left. Hopefully that freeze doesn't knock Sten out of his shamanization. Not quite. Good. Okay, so he's dead. And another eyeball killed by my last attack in the round, so... I don't know if your attacks will actually retarget to the old man instead of another guard eye, but it's something that I'm worried about, and I think to that end, I'm going to use Cure 2 on the old man. We don't have to... Can I not do that? Okay, let's try using Help Ball on him then. Can I really not choose to heal him myself? That's kind of weird. You can choose to attack your party members, but you can't choose to heal your enemies. Oh well. We don't really need to use Cure 3 anymore now that the AoE guy is dead. But ultimately, I don't know who he's going to use Freeze on, and I want to heal them anyways, so Cure 3 is the best way to make sure that that healing happens on whoever gets hit. Which is a strategy that's going to be pretty common going forward. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here is just have Ryu attack, the other two defend, and Ran continue healing. And this is just to make sure that I don't... I'm pretty sure that the fight ends as soon as the guard eye dies, but I'm not positive about that fact. Okay, there we go. No experience? What is this madness? Yeah, I mean, he really wanted to die. That's unfortunate. I guess we better get out of here then? Huh? Hang on to him. Magic? I guess that's why they were choosing to drain him, because I guess... I would assume someone who knows magic has more vigor in them. They're a better candidate for draining. I would assume. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't see why it wouldn't be, though. Now, if you don't save the old man, I guess you probably just run out or something? I don't know. But suffice it to say that saving the old man is a good idea. It's not integral, but it's pretty important, to me anyways. So he's blind, huh? Ryu? Indeed. If you don't recall, this fellow here is Ganner, the old man from the beginning of the game. I like how they explain the fact that he doesn't immediately recognize Ryu by him being blind. I think that's a nice touch. I mean, I guess we decided not to kill him, so that speaks to his character to some degree. I guess even back then in the intro, Ganner used magic. He used that lightning attack to save Ryu from the gong head. Huh? There was a demon there this entire time? There was definitely not a demon when we went to bed that night. So what you're saying is, we went to bed that night and no one thought to tell us that Ganner got kidnapped by a demon? I guess maybe this guy planted some kind of illusion in their head or something? I guess punching him in the face didn't work so well for him. That's kind of ironic. In a lot of ways, I'm kind of surprised how well this game got through translation, just because Nintendo back in the day was so tight on references to like religion and stuff. And this one is all about like a corrupt religion that's secretly trying to destroy the world. It's a surprisingly dark plot for a game back then. We must find it, Ryu! Whatever that means. There's nothing! Sure. You said that already. So, saving Ganner here is actually a requirement for getting the game's best ending. So that's one of the reasons we need to save him. But I believe that if we come down here... Oh! Wow, that's great! Whatever she's on about. What's so great? A machine that flies? I'm confused. He's really determined to spend his entire life having something draining his energy, I guess. You would think after having your energy drained for like 10 years non-stop, you would want to not do that anymore? But whatever. To each his own, I suppose. So, if you recruit a Chi-Chi or whatever her name is, and also save Gainer, then apparently Township can fly. So that's kind of cool. So, yeah. Now Township flies. Of course, we still have Nina, who, as far as I know, flies a lot faster than the Township does. Let's check in on Beretta here, see if her inventory has expanded at all. Nothing worthwhile. That's unfortunate. Let's see here. The nice thing about Township flying is that we're not, like, forced into having Nina in our party anymore. Because that's pretty much the case for the rest of the game. Not the rest of the game, but for a while now, just because Nina has the ability to fly, we've been pretty much forced into having her in our party just because she's our primary way of getting around. I think I'm just gonna say screw Gene from now on, because I really don't feel like catching his level up to everyone else. So, yeah. Spar... who else? I'm trying to... I guess I should go with the red. Maybe blue. Yeah, let's go with blue. Everyone else is high enough level that it kind of makes sense to actually use her now. So I guess I should shamanize Spar. Actually, I think I actually need Nina for the moment. Which is kind of ironic given what I was just saying. So, Nina, blue, Spar. Wow. This party is like all the magics. So I guess the best option for this group would be to go in defense mode with Ryu at point. I want to try something. I don't know if Spar can join with the Wind Shaman. I mean, Spar can join with pretty much everything, but I'm not sure what the result of this shamanization is. And I'm too lazy to actually check. Wow. Just Wind didn't actually work. That's interesting. Okay, well, I'll worry about that more later. I might as well save, I suppose. No. Oh, wait. I do want to continue my journey. Okay, that was a somewhat humorous error, at least to me. How do I actually... I want to fly this thing around. I can't remember... No. How to actually trigger the flight. Yes. Okay, so obviously this is a little bit slower than moving around on Nina, but it works, and it also comes with the added bonus that you can land it anywhere and the town actually stays there, which is pretty cool, actually. So you can place the ship down just about anywhere, and have the shamans and the inn and all that at your fingertips anywhere in the world. Now, one important thing to note about this, though, is that the township is a little bit bigger. Like, it requires a little bit more room to land than landing with Nina does. Landing with Nina only requires 1 square, whereas township requires, I believe, 4. So, for example, if you were trying to get the, what was it called? The Empire Sword, I believe, is the sword that Ryu is wielding. The best sword in the game for him. I believe the fishing thing is right here, but the township can't actually land here. So that's an important thing to note. Now, while I'm flying around here, I think I'm actually just gonna land this thing near gate. If I can find it. Where am I? Oh, I'm further away than I thought. Oh well, not a big deal. I ultimately just want to get off this thing because it's slow. Land. Thank you. You're going to give Father Gaynor the necessary maintenance? I don't really want to think about what that means. Anyways, I believe at this point now that if we get on Nina, or not Nina, if we use Nina to summon Mina and then get on Mina, we fly way down south over to... Am I far enough south? I'm too far south. I am looking for Namanda. This is Namanda, right? I believe I can do this at this point. Don't think it's in here. Well, there's this thing here. Sure. So this is like a little mini game here. Yeah. So if you're able to play the bell and I guess the drum in tune, then you get a special ability. So I'm gonna give that a shot at some point. Well, it should be in here somewhere. I don't know if it's actually available at this point. And in fact, I'm not even sure if it's in Namanda that we're looking for. Okay, there's a donation thing. So I guess it's not here. If I use exit... And then... I think this is faster than warping. Just because it's so close. I'm heading to Farmtown here. This might be where I want to look instead. In Daisy's field here. Aha! There we go. So, if you donated 20 times in the donation bin in Namanda there, after finishing Evrai, if you come back here to Farmtown and visit Daisy's field, then you will meet Solo, the Earth Shaman. So, we have another shaman. I believe there's only 2 left. And at least one of them, I'm pretty sure it's impossible to miss. The other one is hard to miss, so they shouldn't be quite so easy to accidentally miss as Solo is. But we got Solo, so all is well. Anyways, I will see you on the next episode of Let's Play Breath of Fire 2. Catch you later.